Happy Thursday. Or for some of you, it might be, I don't know, Friday. Is it? I don't know. Maybe. Depends on where you are in the world. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to get the list started here. Give me a second because I didn't put the names yet in the list. Or the list of names in the chat. You know what I'm trying to say. Hopefully, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right. All right, we are live. Hey. Hey, T. Hey, Tuni. How are you? All right. So I got to put the names of everybody in the chat. Just give me a second here, and I got you. Okay. Because I'm like behind on here. Let's see. Okay. I hope everybody's doing well this evening. I'm trying to get it together. Give me a second. We still last minute. It's like that little hour in between getting off and doing this live was like it goes by so fast. I'm like, let me hurry up and do everything and do that. But still, never on time. Never on time. Okay. Right. So we'll know where we are on the list. Let's do it. Boom. Okay. There we go. Names are in the chat now. So if you're interested in reading, the list is technically still open if you're interested. Hey, Tawanda. All you got to do is click on that black bubble to see what's on the menu tonight for tonight's happy hour. Okay. Late happy hour, late night happy hour. Or it is listed in the description box. If you just expand the description, you'll see it. Just make sure that you leave your question or questions in the notes section of your payment option. If it fits, I believe Cash App allows you to do a personal note, a personalized note now. I mean, I've seen it a few times in some reads, some notifications. You guys can do that. Unless you don't mind putting it in the chat or emailing it to me, just let me know. Okay. If you guys want to remain anonymous, let me know. If you want your question to be anonymous, let me know. If you're asking about, people, I never say the person's name and all that. That stays confidential between you and me. And timestamps will be available for you guys to watch and play back your reading, so you don't have to sit through the entire live. So, hey, yeah. So let's get started. I don't understand why this charger is giving me a hard time in life. Why is this charger acting crazy? This raggedy little old phone that I still be holding on to. I've had this phone for I don't know how long. It's like my little backup, my little baby that I use. All right. Pull up my questions and stuff, but I don't know. It's gonna charge or not. Like really tripping. Like I don't want to charge. I don't want to charge. Come on now, baby. You got to charge. I need you. All right, it's acting crazy. Anyway, all right. So Jennifer. Let's see. Okay, let's do 5 minutes. All right, Miss Jennifer, let's tap into your question. Okay, your question is, how is this person feeling after the last time you spent time together? How is this person currently feeling? All right, Divine Spirit, Source God, how is the person in question asking permission to tap into both parties' energies only for the sake of what I'm allowed to see and to know, to help provide some clarity for Jennifer. The divine team wants her to know what is the truth as far as how this person is feeling, specifically after the time that they spent, the time they spent. Dang, the King of Wands just like completely just allowed himself to. Okay. So interesting, you have quite a bit of court cards. You got 10 of Pentacles at the bottom, 9 of Cups remains at the top. I feel like this person is exploring their desire, maybe of like, do I really want, a partnership, a connection? Um, yeah, this person could be contemplating that. Do I want a connection? Truthfully and honestly, like, because I do feel like this person is attracted to you. I feel like they do get, they have romantic feelings for you in a sense that's kind of like, um this person does fancy you. It could be like, you give each other butterflies, or they get excited when they're around you or to see you. um I feel like this person is contemplating whether or not they want some sort of like relationship, or if that's really what they want. Like, I feel like this person is kind of at this place where they're not really 100% confident about this, like if that's what they really desire. um because it's like they want that's something that they do want, but at this time where they're at, is that where they want to put their energy towards? Is that something that they're open to? And they may feel like they're not 100% sure if that's what they want. But yeah, it's like this person likes the idea of a true love and real love, but this person's not open to it. They may not feel like it's something that they should, take on just yet. It's still this kind of up in the air feeling to me. This person's not emotionally open for a relationship. It's, again, it's like, I'm attracted to you. I like, how we, maybe the time that we spend together, how you make me feel, because it does give like a little bit of like these strong crush vibes, or like, puppy love. Like, they like the feeling and the idea that the energy brings, the connection brings, that you bring to them, how they feel when they're around you. It makes them contemplate, like, do I really want a relationship? Like, I know I want it, but am I ready for it right now? Is that something that I really want to bring into my life right now, to really invest in my life right now? And I don't feel like this person is at that place. I feel like this person does, they're emotionally content with themselves. Like, they're happy single, meaning like it doesn't necessarily mean like I'm happy single going around just hooking up, sleeping with everybody, going out with everybody, but more so just like, you know, I have me. I answer to myself right now. I'm at peace with that. I do eventually want to have like a stable relationship. That is something that I do see for myself. But right now, I don't feel like I'm emotionally available for that. You know, so this person is emotionally avoiding maybe just this opportunity that's presenting itself. It's like they know that it's there. There's something that's presented itself to me, but I'm just not open for that right now. I don't feel like I should take that right now. That's what I'm getting from this. This person is not really in the position where they feel, like it's something that they should say yes to completely, if that makes sense. Okay. So that's what I'm getting as far as like how this person feels after the last time that you guys spent, the time that you spent together. it is enjoyable for them. I feel like there's a strong attraction. They love the way that it feels being around you, and they like that, kind of that gestation, that beginner stage, that certain level of a connection. But when it comes to like investing and being available for what's being offered, it's like, nah, I don't think I'm ready for that. Okay. All right. Yeah, but this person, I mean, like, they're a loyal person, they're a reliable person, they're a lovable person, like a true blue friend or partner, like, but it's to an extent, like, if I'm not committed, if I didn't say I'm committed to you, it's like you can't expect me to show up in that way. Like, I show up for what that's a part of somebody that's really truthful and honest, and like a real reliable person will tell you, like, hey, like, I can commit to this, but if I didn't say I'm going to commit to anything, don't expect me to be that. Don't get disappointed. If I didn't say that, you know what I mean? Like, that's not something that I've misled you. I didn't say that. You know what I mean? So this person, I feel like, does have good intentions, but when it comes to some form of maybe a seriousness or commitment, this person doesn't feel like that's something that they're emotionally open for or available to right now to give and receive. Okay. Oh, my my posture is probably really bad because my back is tearing me up. Okay. All right, sis. I hope that makes sense. Okay, it gives you a better sense of clarity. Hopefully, I cannot. You know, a charger is like at its last end when you got to twist it and like do all this dumb shit to a charger just to get it to charge a phone. It's so stupid. Dang it. Okay. All right. So much love to you, sis, Jennifer. I hope you enjoy your rest of your night whenever you're watching or listening to this. Have a good weekend. Be safe. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Miss Naya. Let's see. Timestamp is 12:42. Okay, so your question is in regards to finances. All right, let's see. Any any messages in regards to your finance? Oh, okay. Well, I do see the Emperor and the Six of Pentacles flipped face upward. Oh, 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 okay. Wait, wait a minute. What just happened to my deck? That's crazy. Why the King of Swords flipped up like that by himself? What's up with this? These cards all fell on the floor. The Hangman, the Three of Pentacles. Wow. I do feel like you're being called to like expand in your career, maybe like something independently, some sort of leadership energy. I picked this up quite a bit this year for people. Like, it's time to step up into maybe some sort of like a higher position, job, going for that. Even if you feel like it's a little intimidating, don't count yourself out. Maybe somebody might elect you and put you in that position. I do feel like this is going to be a positive energy for you when it comes to career. So let's see. You might be surprised at, could be, I do feel like there's something with like a team, like a teamwork effort thing, or you might switch and work with a new type of people, like work with a completely different type of, maybe it's like a department, it could be a different client, it could be a completely different job, or just being in an environment with different types of people. There's something new about this, and you teaming up with others along the side of this. Yeah, it's like there's something on the other side. It's like you're closing something out. Hello. Okay, thank you. Okay, I got you, sis. Thank you. I feel like this is some sort of new aspect to your career. Okay. Your finances will eventually, I feel like they will improve. It's kind of like a gradual thing or like you've been growing. So, um, it's weird because one of my family members was reading like a job opportunity that was presented to them and it was saying their um how their pay would increase over time. Like I think it was like a within like 9 months or close to a year, like certain things could shift. Like if they are there for a certain time, there's like a certain amount of money that they'll earn or that's added to their hourly or something like that. So it could be similar to that along the lines of like the time that you've been there or maybe some sort of position that you're going to get. There's something that's coming in and it kind of feels gradual. Doesn't feel like it's all at once. Like there's some sort of gradual energy to your finances. I hope I'm making sense when I say that. Mm, this is about authoritative energy. You might feel a little intimidated because of people that are already in an authoritative position, or you have like a specific, like maybe mindset around what um some sort of high level position maybe in like your career, like okay, only people like this get that type of position, or I could never go for that, or I don't know if that's something I would want to take on. But you never know. You'd be surprised. There might be something that you'll be called to relocate, or again, something about shifting your environment, some sort of transition, being around different types of people, completely new different types of people working together. It's like this is something about expanding. You have a lot of major arcana cards too, I just noticed. Mm. Yeah, it could be in between like Aries and about to say Leo. I didn't mean to say Leo, but maybe. But I wanted to say Gemini season, that there could be some sort of like significant shift in your job or your career, but it seems like it's for the better, like it's an opportunity of some sort of growth or change. You might feel like things are kind of stagnant, but I feel like, oftentimes when you're in a position where you feel like you're stuck and nothing's moving, it's more so a time of like letting you know that you've outgrown. It's time to, leave a situation. It's reached its peak, rather than looking at it as like a negative or failure or like you're behind or nothing's happening or moving. It's an opportunity to maybe to reapproach a situation differently, shift your course of action, reflect, be in a kind of a place of like meditating on where you want to go next. Or it's telling you like where you are. It's kind of like, okay, you've outgrown this. It's time to expand. It's time to move to the next big thing. Don't shy away. Okay. All right, so that's what I see for you, sis. I hope that, things move positively for you in the right direction. You seize the opportunities. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. If it's a fear, it's most likely something you're being encouraged to embrace, you know. All right, so much love to you, Naya. Okay. All right. So let's move on down the list. Okay, Miss Briana. All right, Miss Briana, your timestamp is 1934. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. You said you might be asleep. I don't blame you, sis. I understand. All right. So, new moon messages as a general guidance. And then for love, you want to know um, what might things be like when your future partner and you start to blend families and move in together? Interesting question. When is the new moon? That slipped my whole shebang bang because wait a minute. I thought I looked this up this like past weekend. Maybe, sometimes I be forgetting shit. Anyway, let's tap in. Let's see what new moon messages are available. Oh, it's tonight. Oh. Well, interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. Spirit, I see you. I see. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that reminds me of something that really slipped my mind. So, yeah, thank you, sis, for the reminder because I forgot. All right. Perfect energy. Perfect. Perfect. New moon. Thank you. And spirit for divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth and clarity. What new moon energy messages for Briana? Ooh, okay. Okay. I hope I shuffled these good. Okay, Nine of Pentacles at the top, the Tower at the bottom. Okay. You might have like a significant experience with spirit or like your divine team, your angels, your guides. They might kind of move in some type of way that gets your attention. This could be about kind of like a relationship energy because there's a lot of duality cards coming through, like the lovers, but kind of not just really duality, almost like a trinity. Oh, shoot. Yeah, like a trinity energy, like because you have the lovers with the angel in the back. You got the Six of Pentacles with that mediator in the middle. And then with the tower, yeah, it has two people, but that tower is very, very strong focal point. Like it's a strong energy, I feel like, kind of tells a story. So yeah, it's like that third energy is very strong. So I feel like there's some sort of spiritual energy, spiritual message. And it's three viewers on here. I mean, that's also divine within it. So again, there's a confirmation those threes. So it could be something that comes in threes because these cards that have this third energy actually is threes. You may even see something with the number 8 too. But there's a message that I feel like to get your attention from your divine team kind of intervening. And it could be an energy about making a wise choice of decision when it comes to an investment here. You might get clarity around if something is wasting your time or someone is wasting your time. It's like a confirmation or a revelation about that to where you're not going to waste your energy on fools. Not to call people fools, but like if it's some foolish shit, then it is what it is, right? So I do feel like this is a message from your divine team or that you're going to receive some sort of strong message or confirmation, and just be open to what it looks like because spirit, as I always say, spirit will show up in our circumstances and we might think, oh, spirit or God source or the universe can only talk in numbers and license plates and the typical shit that we believe is just synchronicities when our circumstances are our messengers, are our synchronicities, are the answers to our prayers. Is a circumstance, things that are happening, mundane things that we overlook and we don't see it as a divine message or answer. So like it could be someone's behavior or situations where you feel like it's just foolishness, is a waste of time. It's something that's not moving in a stable foundation, a direction that's stable. It's moving kind of like very sporadically, very uncertain, very fickle. It's like it's time to make that wise choice decision of where you're going to spend your heart and your mind and soul, your energy. Where are you going to place that? Because I feel foundations that are not built on that solid ground or on the right foundation of truth, of things that really have the capacity to grow. It's like if it's built on sand, right? This tower built on this, this rock. So if rain comes, if, a little bit of a ocean wave hits this a little too much, this foundation is going to crumble. So therefore, it can't take pressure. It can't take transitions and change. It can't take seasonal shifts and just natural things, natural order and flow of life. If that is a foundation of something that you're trying to build, and you're trying to build it with someone or something that doesn't have the capacity or the maturity level to even withstand that, grow, learn from it, it's just like it's just a waste of energy, or it's just going to show you that it's going to be a disaster. It's not going to work out. Right. So when people rush into situations, whether that be romance, whether that be any situation or circumstance that you rush into and you don't think about it, you just allow yourself to lead on it, or you try to build it off a wrong situation, like, oh, well, because I'm lonely, oh, because of this and that, or because, oh, this person's nice, so I might as well just settle, it's safe here. And when you try to make it work, it's going to crumble, it's going to fall apart because it's not based off of the right things, right? So there doesn't have to be people or about a specific person or about love even. It could be anything. But just as a message, I feel like that is going to be something that your divine team kind of shows you in some sort of mundane circumstance, if that makes sense. All right. So what might things be like when your future partner and you start? Her divine team is like, hey, take this. All right, I got you. These cards just fly out, I guess. Like how they coming out, I'm gonna just take them. So 3 of Swords, 2 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. Hold on, let's move some shit around. Okay. 4 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. You got exactly 8 cards. Interesting. 8s. Remember, just saying something about 8s. Hold on real quick. I'm so sorry. You said did you cry? Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So 3 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, and Judgment. Spirit wants you to, before that even becomes a thing, to be very mindful of something about your choices or your beliefs. It's like, don't allow yourself to be gaslit nor gaslight yourself when it comes to a decision such as who you share your future with, because there's something like inheritance, but I don't feel like it's like this literal inheritance that, in a sense of finances and who gets what, property and who's it's an inheritance of like a spiritual inheritance more so. I feel like not to discredit like inheritance in a material sense, but more so a spiritual transaction, like within your union with who you pair up with, your children, your family unit, things like that, because there's something with generational energy too with this. So it's being very clear and discerning and seeing the truth of that, just because you've been through some situations in the past, and it could be like trauma from past relationships, trauma from, upbringing, family, generational trauma, just in general, that, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust the decisions that you're making. I'm doing something different. I'm not going to repeat the same, lessons that my ancestors or my, immediate family have made. That's not my story. That's not my journey. And is with your person as well, being very clear about what their vision, what their intentions are when it comes to home and family. When it comes, like, I feel like your spiritual team is like, it's not just about the mundane, like, oh, we getting married and we like each other and this isn't that. Like, beautiful if the family and everybody gets along and it's healthy, but are we on the same page? Do we have the same focus in mind, long-term goals of the type of family unit we want, spiritually? Are we in alignment with that? How we see our future with our family, our bloodline, our relatives? Like, are we dealing with each other, are we dealing with each other's healthy selves, or are we dealing with each other's traumas and generational traumas? Like, I don't want to repeat the same mistakes as or excuse me, I shouldn't even say mistakes, but lessons as my loved ones or my ancestors, and so on and so forth. Is my partner on the same page as that? Do they upkeep or hold those healthy boundaries and self-love for themselves, and vice versa? That's very important, because I feel like it's not just a cut and dry answer. Like, oh, this is what it's going to be like. They're not giving it to me like that. The way that I'm interpreting this is like, you have to go into this with a clear sight. In other words, with discernment, right? Um, with a healthy sense of sight within yourself. And that comes from dealing with your traumas, or continuing the process and process of that, and processing through your traumas, if that makes sense. um with relationships, with family dynamics, that's included, because again, with this wheel of fortune, it's like, you don't want to repeat those same cycles and those same lessons. And same with your partner. It's like, you don't want to manifest this in your past lineage, or the things that you've seen your parents go through. You don't want to repeat that in this union. Case in point, I have to be very careful what I say, Lord, because it's like, looking at certain people in your life, like personally, you can see the repeat. Like, you can look at something that their parents went through, and you can see them, and like, they're repeating that same shit. And it's so crazy, because sometimes we don't even know we're doing it, and that's why we got to catch ourselves, because it's very sneaky and subconscious. So like, you know, I don't want to ever be like my mom or my dad's relationship, or blah, blah, blah. Like, you're looking at these things, but at the same time, it's almost like you're kind of repeating a similar cycle, or there's some sort of trauma, like repelling you from relationships, or, I'm not putting up with this because I've seen a parent, let's say you had a parent that was more of the pushy one, and the other one was like being pushed around. So it's like, I don't want to ever be like that person. So I'm gonna be the one that's extremely independent. Nobody's gonna tell me what to do, and blah blah. It's like, you don't want to repeat those same cycles. So there's something that needs to be revisited first, because your foundation with yourself, how you relate to family, how you're gonna walk forward in that generational energy that you want to create and manifest for yourself. It also has to reflect and be a compatible energy with your person, if that makes sense. So choosing wisely who that person is, you know, um, because again, it's not always just about romance. And are we compatible romantically? Do we like each other? Do we like the same things? And you know, it's deeper than that, because it could be a cool person, a loving person, but y'all may not have the same values of home and family. You might be dealing with a stubborn partner that's very stuck in their ways, or stuck in like cultural views and stereotypes and shit like that. And you may not be in that same energy. So if you guys can't work through that, it's a clash, or willing to work through that. If you're not willing to work through that, or your person's not, or what have you, and nah. Mm-mm. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Okay, that was a lot. I'm trying to slow down. All right, Angela, I have not forgotten about you. You're actually after Tuni, so 8 on the list. Okay, just so you know. Temia, you are up next, sis. Let's get into it. Your timestamp. And by the way, sis, I forgot. Sorry so much. I'm just like all over the place. Briana, I hope this message was helpful. I'm sending you much love. You probably are asleep. So much love to you, sis. Enjoy your Friday, your weekend, and I'll catch you in divine time. You're welcome, Angela. I can't tell if that's a 5. I think it is 3529, y'all. Okay, 3529 for Temia. Okay. This stupid charger is driving me crazy. Just charge, fucker. What's wrong with you? Damn it, you. Damn it, you. Okay, I know you have 2. So, first person in question that you asked, how does this person intend on moving forward now that you guys have reconnected? And secondly, what does your spiritual team want you to know about your connection? Okay, let's clear the energies. Divine Spirit, thank you. Team Master Fusions happen to Mia and person of interest energy. As far as this connection goes, how does this person feel? Or sorry, how does this person intend on moving forward with Temia now that they have reconnected? How does this person intend on moving forward with Temia now that they have reconnected? Please make it clear, make it plain. Okay. All right. Cards flip face up. Let's take them. The Strength, the Tower, the 5, or sorry, why is it I was about to say the 5 of Wands. Interesting. 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Okay. This person wants to go at their own pace. They don't want to feel that pressure from you or anything. It's like, I want to be the one to kind of move in the way I want to move. So it's not a cooperative energy at all. It does give like kind of stubborn a little bit, not necessarily in the smoothest of alignment. So like this person is still kind of moving in like an egotistical energy to me. I don't I hate being this type. I just like I hate, why I gotta be the one. Why I got to be the one. Let me sip my drink real quick because I just like it's annoying. I hate this because it's like I want to get the messages. I guess I should say often I want to get the messages like, "Oh yeah, girl, he's ready and but this feels like some shit where it's like I'm here and I'm like we're back, in each other's, sphere again, in each other's life connecting, but it's still like the same mess because this person's energy doesn't feel like it's changed really much. Like the energy looks chaotic. Like looking at these cards, the energy doesn't seem to be grounded. It's still like this energy where, I mean, the positive in this is like you could reveal to this person in a way of just how kind of unstable they actually are within themselves. It's like they don't have like the best of, how do I explain this? It's not somebody that is governed in a healthy way. It's like they're the type that they think that they're running shit in their life or they're in control of it because they can say, "Oh, I'm not doing that. Nope, I'm not doing that. Whatever. Nope. It's up to me. It's up what I want to do." But it's not coming from a place of like self-awareness, checking in. It's not coming from a healthy space of boundaries or I'm saying no because this isn't healthy for me. It's like if I don't want to do it, if it makes me uncomfortable, or if it's inconveniencing me, it's like it's very ego. You know what I'm saying? Like I hope I'm describing and explaining this clear because no, I don't know what to say about this. Like as far as his intended movement towards you is like it's when I want to. There's no cooperation. There's not a healthy form of, it's not any room of growth to communicate back and forth in the way like with clarity and truth and understanding and, you know what I mean, integrity. It's like it's based off of them controlling the situation, and in some kind of way it's very unruly, um maybe even a little combative sometimes, or just like in a way where it causes friction, where it might tempt you to be like, okay, well, let me bend through. And I will say this right off the bat, child, if you feel like in any kind of way you need to be accommodating somebody with this type of attitude or energy, or they're making it seem like, you got to move around them in a way that's kind of not in a fair way to you, I wouldn't even mess around with that, it. Mm-mm. Because I feel like in comparison to this person's energy, your energy is way more in a receptive state to actually bring, balance and harmony into the situation. And it's almost like, you got to tug on this person's leash, because I mean, I hate to use it like that, but it's almost like, yeah, this person, if they're not kind of set in a healthy way, it's not like you got to be a bitch to this person, but if you're not implementing a healthy boundary, like, nah, like with myself, this is how I want to be treated. This is, the type of relationship that I'm trying to build. I'm making myself available in a healthy way to someone, and I'm willing to communicate, be honest, and show up in all these ways. And this person is not on the same page with me, or they're being disrespectful of my time and my energy, then this is how I'm going to approach it. But if you're just in that space of accommodating this person and kind of bending and, okay, well, what do I need to do different? This is just some shit. It's a mess. It's no. Yeah. No. And again, that Empress at the top of the deck says it all. Like, you have to have that healthy inner, like, I hate to say like this, but yes, women, ladies, you deserve to be treated with way more respect. It's like we are not putting ourselves in positions to be chosen, and, oh, I want them to pick me and see me, and I'll do this if this, no, because that's what we've been taught: be little servants, be little slaves to men, and things like that. When it's, no, women deserve a little bit more respect. It's not just elder women, Miss Ma'am, and no. If you respect yourself and you love yourself, you must hold people accountable for how they treat you. And for some reason, I just feel like this person's energy is like, no, it's on my terms. It's what I want to do, and I'll show up how I want. I'm not getting that this person is in that state of really being as open. Like, yeah, they might be um open in the sense of like being around you, but again, it's on their terms, and it's not coming from a reformed, healed place within them. Like, I've changed, or I'm growing, I've matured, I've understood some things. It's like they're still in a similar energy, or it's this energy that's just like it's not it's not healthy. It's very selfish, very heavy too, by the way. This person has a lot going on too, like a lot. Like, their energy, their space is not even free to even really give anything. Just because a person is like talking, hitting you up, you're around them, or if they're talking and dating other people, doesn't necessarily mean that they're showing up fully. It's like, I'm just there. I use this example in another reading, I think. But like, just because somebody is at a party with everyone doesn't mean that they're necessarily participating in the party. You could still be at the function and just be sitting there sitting at a couch somewhere where everybody's enjoying and talking, conversing, or you can be standing in the corner with your arms crossed. Just because you're there doesn't mean that you're showing up, right? So it's almost like this person is showing up to the party, but they're not participating. Energy. So, what does your divine team or your divine spiritual team want you to know about your connection? Anything that I didn't even already say. All right. Tamia's divine team, what do you want her to know? What do you want her to know in regards to this connection with this person? See, I know people probably like this bitch, but I had to be honest. Like, you either want it like honest, but I mean, it's your life. You're still gonna do what you want to do. But like, if y'all asking me to like give y'all guidance and I'm opening myself up and this is what I'm getting, you can take it or leave it. It's up to you. But I hate being that one that always got to be like, girl, no, he ain't shit or he ain't changed. He ain't doing nothing different. He ain't on nothing different. That's kind of like, if I could just say it that way, he ain't on nothing different, you know? But let me just go a little bit more deeper. So the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Ultimately, I feel like deep down inside that this person is not on the same page with you. You have a vision or desire of some sort of union, and maybe with this person or just in general, like the type of commitment that you're looking for. This person may be teaching you a lesson in regards to energy investment, where you place your time and your energy, what and how it pays out. Because what I feel like with this person, if they're in this space where they're not really truly open to investing anything of substance with you or just in a relationship in general, and you're opening your sacred self up to receive this person or opening your heart gates to this person again, and I don't know, maybe I don't want to go there, but opening the other gates and spaces up to this person. I just feel like this empty-handed energy is a short change because this person doesn't have anything to give, and it's like if you're expecting this person to give you something that you deserve, they don't have access to that. They're too prideful to even you know to lay their flesh down, lay that ego down for a second and get the healing of the how do I explain this? It's like they're not even allowing themselves to get what they need for themselves, that nourishment, really and truthfully, they're not. And this person could potentially leave you in a disappointed state, kind of feeling like you were shortchanged, you got cheated out of something. We feel like maybe you got played because ultimately the intuition, it knows. Your intuition deep down inside, the truth of this connection, and your divine team is like, yeah, we can tell you everything in the world. We can even show you, we can show you in your face like what this person is about. But ultimately, it's up to you to make that decision or that choice, what you allow, because it's not that you don't know or you don't see, you do. Anything that you need to know or ask about this person, it's right there. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant. At the top, you have the Nine of Cups. I do feel like this person does get something from you that makes them feel fulfilled, makes them feel seen and noticed, appreciated. You feel their cups, but it's like this selfish energy. What are they feeling for you? Really, honestly, truthfully, because I don't see what it is. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. I just feel like not only are they coming to the function and not participating, they ain't even bringing no food, no drinks, they ain't bringing not a napkin, a plate, some utensils, they ain't even bringing a playlist. They just in the corner. They ain't doing nothing. They just there like, hey, I'm here. Yeah, put some fresh shit on. I'm here. That's it. I don't, that's the best way that I can describe it. I'm sorry, sis. I gotta tap out of this. Let's read on the other person. I don't know about this one over here. I don't know about this person right here. I just don't. Something gotta change, you know. With this person. I feel like that's what the divine team also wants you to know. Like this person, they would have to do the work on themselves. It's like it's nothing that you or anybody can knock on their door and tell them, hey, you gotta do this. It's like, well, if I don't want to, I'm not gonna do it until I want to do it. And this person just kind of giving this energy of like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just not gonna do it because I don't want to. Um, I don't know. Maybe this person just a stubborn person. Like they just don't think they need to do nothing different at all. They just like, I'm at the function. Hey, I look good, I smell good, I'm dressed, I'm fresh, but I ain't contributing shit. Okay. All right, the other person. Hey, Violet. Sure, sis. Go on right ahead, girl. Let's tap in or tap out of this first. Thank you. Okay. Other person in question. Why is this person holding back and moving so slowly with you regarding your connection? And two, where's your romantic connection headed? All right, Spirit asks for permission to tap into both parties' energies in regards to their connection, the exchange, the energies around it that you want Temia to know. Why is this person holding back or moving so slowly regarding their connection with Temia? Let's see. Oh, okay. I don't feel like it has anything to do with you personally. I'm not picking up like an energy projected towards you, like as to why they might be slow. You also have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This person actually could be more so of a work in progress than the other person. But I do have to be real and I got to be honest. I don't feel like this person is like available, to engage or connect in a way that really builds or forms a connection. It's almost like this person would either have to make time or space to show up. And I feel like this person knows that this is not a stupid person. This is not someone that's like a mindless individual. They're very mindful and intentful and maybe more in tune with themselves more so than the other person. Not really making comparisons, but it is like I could see I could see the difference, the contrast. I could see the distinction between somebody that's really self-aware versus someone that just doesn't give a fuck and they're just like, I move how I want to move with no conscience at all. I don't care as to why I do things. If I feel like I want to do it, I'm going to do it. If I don't, I'm not. Whereas this person is like more responsible with their actions. I feel like this person has an awareness or knowing like their circumstances where they're at right now is not really, they would have to drop things. They would have to, they would have to like, because they could have obligations or responsibilities or things in their lives that they feel like is kind of a stressful energy where they can't really show up or give in a way that would be fair. I feel like this person does kind of think way more wisely than the other person. There is something here the spirit wants you to pay attention to in regards to some sort of experience. It's like they want you to see something. It's like kind of like an alarm clock going off or constant alerts. It's almost like a phone where a person that never checks their notifications on their phone and they have like hundreds and hundreds of notifications, emails, or text messages that they do not check. And it's like your spiritual team is saying almost like you have all these notifications. We're trying to show you something. We keep trying to alert you about something. It's like a past energy. It's something that's repeating itself. When it comes to these connections, okay, I do feel like this person's energy is genuine. Okay. The reason why this person is holding back, I wouldn't say more so that they're holding back, but more so pacing, um, not forcing, not pushing anything, is because wherever they're at within themselves, they know that they have some things that they either need to work through, they need to let go of. It could be like obligations in life, maybe not necessarily so much like emotional issues and things like that, more so just life circumstances where they don't feel like their time and energy is really respectfully in a space to engage or to give more. If I know that I don't have much time to spend with somebody, I'm not even going to put that energy out there. Or I may have initially, opened my space up thinking that, okay, yeah, let's engage. But I'm seeing that where I'm at right now, I got to make more time for things, or I need to work through what I already got in front of me, if that makes sense. Or I'm not going to waste somebody's time if I know that my time is very limited right now. That's what I'm getting from this person. Let's see, where is it headed? Just based off of the energies as of now, your energy, their energy, where is this connection headed, divine spirit? Yeah, this person could just really work a lot. Maybe they feel like they need to, like they have to, like, bills got to be paid or something. Like, this person's energy is like, it's very responsible to me. Okay. Yeah, again, ultimately, and it goes back to, there's something about this connection is going to be a very significant, like, I hate using the word lesson because people are like, oh, fuck, another character development type of connection. But I don't want to just say that it's all of that. Like, oh, that's just all it is. But there is a significant lesson that is being learned through this person, or this person is going to help you shift in a way, or I should say, bring you back into center with yourself when it comes to, how you value yourself, or it's that continuation of maybe previous lessons or experiences of how you show up for yourself, how you honor yourself, how you love yourself. Um, if it's any type of energy with, like, this person could genuinely be like, you know what, I don't have time to spend right now, I'm gonna have to catch up with you later. And it's like, okay, naturally, I can respect that. But at the same time, I'm not going to keep myself in a holding space waiting around on you. That's not fair to me. It's like, I can respect where you're at, but I also have to respect where I'm at and what I want and what I deserve. And if you're not in the open space for me, I'm not going to twiddle my thumbs and my fingers waiting around for you, or if you don't know what you want, I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you to want me and be with me. I'm going to open my space up to what's open for me. And it doesn't have to be another man or anything like that. Just what else is open for me in life in general. Wish you the best. Or, if we circle back around and, energy's open, you're open, cool. I'm open, let's go. It's kind of, again, like that Empress energy, she's plentiful. She is not in lack. She is not in lack. And this is the thing, sometimes when it comes to, like, ladies, like, we can be in that, when we're really invested or really want to invest or we really like somebody. If we don't value our own time, our own peace and space, we'll keep ourselves in this holding space. We'll try to accommodate. It's because you're thinking from a place of lack, that this is all that's there for me, or this is what I want right now. And if it's not this, then could it be something else better? I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to know. I just want to focus on this. I hope that this thing that may not even be moving right now or working right now, or may never work or move, I just want it to work. And that's a lack energy. The Empress does not move in lack. She's plentiful. So there's some sort of, like, cutting through some sort of illusions, I feel, you know. You don't have time for people to, juggle and figure it out. Do I want this? Do I not? Like, you don't have time to do that. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like, as far as where this connection is headed, it's heading in a space where you may have to make a decision, or you're going to come to a very clear cut conclusion around, something within this connection. But the connection itself is a catalyst to something bigger in regards to self, if that makes sense. All right. Dang, High Priestess was like, she didn't want to come back in the day. All right, sis. I hope I wasn't too hard on you, sis. I'm sending you much love and cyber hugs. Okay. Happy Venus Day in advance. It might be Venus Day where some of you guys are already Friday. So I'm sending much loving energy to you, sis. Enjoy your Friday and take care of yourself. Okay. And I'll talk to you in divine time. You're welcome. Ashe, okay. I was like, oh damn, sis. I hope I wasn't too hard on you. But no. Okay. All right. Miss Monica, you're up next, sis. Thank you, Miss Violet. I just got your notification. Thank you. You'll be person 9 after Angela. All right, Miss Monica. We're at an hour and 20 seconds. You're very welcome, sis. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's get it. So, Miss Monica, your love messages. Let's see. You want to know any love messages from your spiritual team or spirit and your ancestors. Okay. Okay. Divine Source God, ask for divine clarity and truth for Monica, her divine ancestors. What messages do you have in regards to love? What is the message that her divine team have for her in love? Okay. Divine messages for love. Divine messages for love. Like a song wants to come through, but I can't gather what this is. I'm hearing the Magician, 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Okay. What is it I'm hearing? Because it's like a message of music. So maybe it's not anything that I'm supposed to hear or know, maybe, but I feel like a song wants to come through, but it's just not. Um, Love messages from your divine team or messages from spirit and your divine team, your ancestors regarding love for you could be coming through songs. Any songs that just kind of hit you, resonate with you randomly, or you keep hearing a song around you physically, or it's like you can't get a song out of your head or something, or you just randomly, you're somewhere walking and then maybe someone's playing a song or something. It's like the best way I can describe this, it's like a few songs that come into my experience that are like those songs where I know it's spirit, I know it's God or my divine team talking. One in particular, especially just the way that it just pops up in my life experiences so randomly, is Journey Don't Stop Believing. That song is so random. And like some other love songs that were just randomly just, it's like, why? It's kind of giving that. And it could be like at the weirdest times, like strange times where, you could be, I don't know, let's say jogging or something. And somebody passes by in their car with the song that you just thought about, or it says something in passing and you hear it while you were thinking a thought or something, or maybe thinking about your person or something. It's like some weird, not, I shouldn't say weird, but just like those kind of divine synchronicities. Like, it's like that was not random. It's giving that. Hmm. Like signs, synchronicities. I feel like a song might say something like along the lines of like a sign or fate or something along the lines of that. I almost wanted to say science. The only song that I can think of, I think it's a Coldplay song. I don't know if this is what I'm hearing. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Coldplay. It might be this song. I don't know why. Looking at the star made me think of that. Maybe you should listen to that song. I don't know. Hmm. It's called The Scientist by Coldplay. That's what, I don't know. I just felt some weird reason. I don't know why. Just if it resonates, because that, I don't know. It's not so random. It may not be the entire song. It could be like a portion of it or something. It could be something significant. Weird. I do get something about separation as well. Like your person could be kind of in the same. I heard holding space. What the fuck? Like I'm hearing some. I'm gonna just go with it. Holding space as you. Like you guys could both be holding space for each other, even if you're not in each other's physical world yet. It's still this, energy where you guys are connected regardless. Like being in two different worlds or separate worlds or not in each other's physical space yet, but you're still holding space for one another. And I know this is so cliche to say, but I do feel like there's a significance with 1111 and maybe even like 11s in general. From now on, or maybe not just completely permanently from now on, but in this time and space, your divine team, divine spirit may use songs in correlation with 11s, or you seeing 11s or something, or 1111, and it's 1:47 p.m. here. So those 11 energies, the ones, but it's almost like that portal, the 11s being in two separate spaces and energy, or like even though we're apart, we're on the same frequency. And then if you see or hear something like a song or a love message or something, when it's those numbers, I feel like that's the communication to you from your person and vice versa. It's almost like it's so freaking weird. How do I explain this? Could even be something with fours as well, but it's almost like you guys could be like thinking about each other, or it's like that when you guys recognize when you're separated and you're yearning for each other, and it's like those numbers pop up, or the song, or so it's like, or hand in hand the song and then and the numbers come together. Weird, I know. I hope I'm making sense when I say that. I know that sounds crazy. Okay. All right. So, second question. Um, any insight or advice into the senior analyst position you applied for, same company? Okay, let's see. Divine source guide. Any insight and advice into this position recently that Monica applied for? Hmm. Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there's like favor in you maybe moving in a direction. I don't know if this was something you didn't really want to apply for. It's like kind of like the last on your list or something, the last thing you would have ever chose or something. But spirit is telling you that you will benefit from kind of like, yeah, you move by you moving in a direction of something that's a little bit out of your comfort zone, not something necessarily that you would have initially preferred, could actually be beneficial for you. So keep moving in the direction of that. There's something like with you being like a student or an apprentice or doing something fresh, something different, that's actually going to benefit you. And I keep picking up kind of like the same message in readings when it comes to career. It's like it's time to move out of that space. Like it may not be something that you were even looking forward to or expecting or even saw for yourself, but there's growth in it. There's something in this for you that's actually a blessing. So if it be this position that you get, this particular one that you apply for, or something, it leads you to something else, that's the point, you know um that's what's going to lead you to that blessing and that abundance. So just initially maybe what you didn't want, or you're like, nah, there's a blessing of expansion in it, far more than maybe what you expected or where you were, or what you're used to. Yeah, and also too, as long as you're like, okay, may not be exactly what I was expecting or looking forward to or hoping, but I feel called to it. Let me do it. Let me see what it's about. Let me see what's up with it. That's better than being like, no, I'm just not. And maybe you feel like, oh, I don't have a choice. Yeah, you do have a choice, but I feel like that feeling is kind of leading you. Hey sis, yeah, it's still open. I don't mind. Um, yeah, so if it's that space of like, you know what, why not? Let me try it. You're in the right direction. Okay. All right, sis. That was your reading. That one was just kind of really straight to the point, like real quick with it. But yes, I do hope that both messages were insightful and helpful for you. And I appreciate you as always, sis. Enjoy your weekend or your Friday. Okay. All right, let's tap in. Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Miss Gia, Tuni, Angela, Violet, Briana, if you want to come on, I'll add you. You'll be person 10. So Miss Gia, your timestamp is 7212. So 1, 12, 12. Okay. Okay. What is next for you in what is next in romance for you? First question. Okay, thank you, sis. Let's see. What's next in romance? Yep, you're welcome, sis. I'll add you to the list in a sec. I have to update it. I got like 2 people missing. I haven't put on the chat yet. Okay. Gia. It's her permission to tap into. It's her energy surrounding love. What's next for Gia in romance? What's next for her? What's next for her? What's next? I'm about to say, like, if you get all majors, girl, what's really good? Like, what's going on? So you have the Chariot, the Wheel, the Moon, the 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. So I don't know why I just heard the challenges of wheels. The challenge of wheel. WILL. Challenge of wheels. Um, there is like a faded connection. It's like you have to really push past any lingering doubts, fears, you know, worry, questioning so much in a way where it's almost like you don't trust. It's difference between a question of like, hey, blah blah blah, what's this? But if it's a constant worry or constant, checking, or it shows a lack of faith or trust, like that worrisome energy. Because I feel there's things that are being revealed to you and highlighted that I feel may kind of expose certain things that you fear, or insecurities or deceptions, and spirit is revealing that for your greater good. Like, it's time to reveal it. Let's see, let's dive into it, let's deal with it, right? um because you are to break a cycle, a repetitive cycle that maybe has kept you kind of stuck. um but at the same time, though, it's like, it's kind of weird because it's kind of a contradiction. Everything where it may even down to the things that you feel like were mistakes, delays, you know, why did I do this? And I should have went this way, and I should have never did that, or talked to this person, or if I would have did this, that, like, all of those things, even in spite of that, everything is going according to plan, and you have to stick it through with your journey. Um, your heart and your mind has to be on one accord. It's like, you believe or you don't, you know. Um, are you going to allow what you see to dictate what you know, or do you even trust what you know when it comes to love? What's next for you in love? I feel like there could be a test of wills in a sense of some sort of, could be a repeat. If it's not like the same person that you've experienced something similar with, then it's like a repeat with someone else that kind of has a similar type of energy, or that same story that kind of like being brought into the forefront and kind of brought in your face. Like, are you going to engage with it, or are you going to walk away? You know, are you going to disengage? You know, without thinking that this was a loss, or without thinking that you're worthless, or you weren't good enough, or you were rejected. It's like, are you going to pass that test within yourself? You know what I mean? It's not about the test of somebody else externally. It's more so like, if you were to take an exam, and this exam was like the experiences that you've had thus far when it comes to a relationship. Let's say that you didn't pass this exam before, and you had to go back and take a retake, or you had to study before you took that retake. It's kind of like that. Like, there's something that's going to present itself. And it's like, with what you studied, the knowledge that you do have, your remembrance of that lesson, what you gathered, are you going to apply that, or are you going to forget? You know. And if you fail again, okay, we're going to have to take the test again. It's kind of like that until you get it. It's not like, oh, we're testing you as a means to punish you. No, it's, where are you at with progressing past this particular experience? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's giving. Okay. All right. Your second question was, how does this person feel? Let's see, towards you. Ask for permission to tap into both parties' energy for the sake of the exchange of energy. What does she need to know in regards to how this specific person feels about her? What does she need to know in regards to how this person feels about her? What does she need to know? I feel like, and I can't tell people, oh, who cares? Like, why should you care about this person's, how they feel about you? I can't tell anyone, like, you shouldn't care about something. Um, it does give this energy, though, not gonna lie. Like, who cares what how he feels about you? Like, in a sense of, if it's putting you in a place within yourself where um it makes you doubt or question yourself, or where you question your worth or your value. Are you attractive enough? Are you worthy enough? Is it something wrong? um this person could be someone that you have, like, either have sympathy or empathy for, because you see something in them that you see within yourself, kind of like, not that you pity them, but almost like, oh, poor them, like, I know what that's like. And, or you feel like you can kind of understand their pain, or something. Like, if it's something that you are consciously aware of that has happened to them, or it's just like an internal thing where you feel this kind of like this connection. But mm, I feel like spirit wants you to be very wise about, um not taken away from, to say that this person isn't worthy of having compassion for, or maybe even feeling a sense of resonance maybe with someone else's pain. That's human. But it's like, we have to separate kind of like resonating with people's trauma versus a real genuine connection, because you can feel and read people's energy from a human sense, of like a humanity sense, like I have compassion for my fellow man in life, in the journey of life, right? Where I can understand what it's like. I can have compassion for them. I can have compassion for animals and things like that. um but there's a difference, a distinction here between a connection, whereas two people connecting, if that makes sense. Not one person kind of experiencing another person, but are we really connecting? Is there a connection or a link, or is it an attachment that I'm forming towards someone or on something, or attached to an idea or feeling or experience, or something that may have never even happened yet, but I'm attached to that, I'm idealizing that? Or is it a genuine connection where both parties are connecting? A connections where two parties are exchanging and vibing and relating and flowing and pouring in, rather than it's like a person kind of, I'm hearing the word daunting, and I don't know if that's the proper term for the energy that I'm picking up on, but more so a attachment. It's forming this attachment to something, right? I do feel like this person may have some sort of feelings towards you that they don't want to fully acknowledge, or they feel like it's kind of heavy to kind of sort through, make sense of. This person does have emotions, they do have a heart. This person isn't stone cold. I just feel like there's something about this that feels either amiss, like you guys either are no longer connecting, or there is some sort of barrier. This connection is meant to heal, maybe the both of you. Um, it may expose like where you both need healing. So the compassion that you have towards this person is actually an energy that um within yourself, like the things that you look in this person and you have compassion for, these are the very things that actually you need compassion for yourself too. Like if I can see this within a person and relate to it, and I can have compassion for their pain, I should be able to have that same compassion and grace towards my own pain, if that makes sense. So this person is like a mirror, holding up a mirror to you in a sense of accepting yourself. You know, I don't want to call this a trauma bond, because I almost wanted to say that it can be, if not, um, if not something that like you both are conscious, aware of, like, okay, this is my pain, this is my trauma, and like you guys are actively working through it, and maybe even holding each other accountable in like a healthy sense, like friendship, like how friends do, right? People that really love you, how you hold each other accountable for things that are kind of out of order or need healing or growth or progression, right? But if it's just kind of this thing of an attachment, and um it keeps you in that holding space, it's going to remind you of that wound or that pain until you confront it within your own self. You take your eyes off of that physical thing and you deal with yourself. Because even when you're looking into a mirror, a physical mirror, you're looking at your own image, but it's like the power is not in the mirror, it's in you looking into your own soul through that mirror. So that's kind of what it's like with a person. They can be a reflection to you, but what are they reflecting back to you is deeper. It's something you got to go within yourself, if that makes sense. All right, that's the energy I'm getting from this. I hope that makes sense, and I hope it was helpful. All right, let's go ahead and move on down. I hope that was helpful, sis. Much love to you. Enjoy your weekend, your Venus day. All righty, so Tuni, Angela, Violet, and Briana. Y'all gonna have me on here till midnight, huh? Y'all just no, just mm. Okay. I wish it was Friday today, but it's not. It's only Thursday. It's been a long week, y'all. Okay, Miss Tony, your time step is 84:29. Okay. All right. I think yours was in the chat. I don't know if you left it. I think you left it in the chat for sure. Where you at? Yeah, I think you left it in the chat, so I got to scroll up. Okay, your ex's thoughts. After reconciling, you guys became best friends again. I'm gonna spend every day. There seems to be a romantic shift on his end lately, but maybe you're reading it wrong. Don't gaslight yourself, girl. Let's see. Let's see what's going on with y'all connection. Spirit, thank you for your divine guidance, truth, and clarity. Ask permission to tap into Tuni and her person's energy. Yeah, I appreciate it though, sis. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we on here still for a reason. I ain't tripping. It's my pleasure. Okay, let's see. Tuni. Let's see. Their romantic vibe. What's going on? Her ex slash best friend. No, you need to trust yourself because you got the high priestess with the two of swords. It's like, do you trust yourself or are you going to go back and forth and like gaslight yourself? Because I do feel like and this person's energy, I do feel like they want something to they want something to move. They want something to manifest. But I feel like this person is wanting to do it gradually. It may seem like they're kind of slow walking this situation because I don't feel like they want to rush into anything. It's not to say that they're not rushing, meaning in a sense like I don't want to skip steps. Like if I'm gonna plant seeds and I'm gonna, try to grow some fruits and vegetables in my garden, I can't force it and rush it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can make some GMO modified type shit, but that's not healthy, right? So if I want something that's really going to be healthy and substantial, I need to be patient with it and I need to care for it in the proper way that it deserves and it was required, right? So that's what I'm getting. I feel like they do want to manifest something. They're just taking their time. And I feel like maybe this person too is they're feeling like they're starving themselves of maybe the pouring too much into like the romantic energy solely. They may want to more so pour into building that foundation of a friendship with you, or not just solely basing it on like passion and romance, or maybe jumping into like the bed and stuff like that. It's like, let's build the other levels of intimacy with our connection, our friendship. So it might feel like they're starving that other side. They could even, like I said, be starving themselves of that a little bit. Like, no, I'm not going to feed too much into that. Let me have a little bit of a healthy balance this time. So it may seem like it's going to take some time, but I do feel like something is progressing though, because you got the 6 of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles. So there is something that is progressing. So whatever their intention is, or just how they've been moving and flowing, it does seem like it's moving in a positive direction. It's moving in a healthy connection. It's not just like, it's well thought out. Yeah, King of Pentacles at the bottom and the top of the deck was the Lovers. So yeah, I would say this person does have still has feelings for you. I don't feel like you're delusional in that. The fact that you guys are building a friendship and you're close in that speaks volumes to me. I don't see exes trying to be friends. They just try to get back in that sense, trying to get back romantically or trying to, jump into the sexual stuff. But building a friendship to me feels very genuine, especially as the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles to me is probably one of the most, if not next to the King of Cups, the most genuine king in the deck to me. you know, very solid and real and honest. Like what you see is what you get. You know, I'm kind, I'm loving, I'll show up, I'm respectful, I got your back, I'll support you. And just as like if I don't like you, I don't fuck with you, and I'm not bending on that, I'm not fake about it. Like this person is, I feel their intentions are very solid and very clear. Does that make sense? Very genuine. Okay, so no, you're not tripping. Okay, but yeah, that is what I'm getting for you, sis. I hope that that resonates. All right, much love to you. Okay. All right, now. Much love. I hope you enjoy your weekend, sis. I don't know if you're still on, probably not, because I know I think you're like either 2 or 3 hours ahead of me. So I know you probably sleep, child. It's late where some of y'all is at. So I appreciate y'all for being on here. All right, Miss Angela, Violet, and then Briana. And then after that, y'all, we're going to call it a night. Okay. I appreciate you guys so much. Like, really, you guys have no idea how much of a blessing you guys are. And I hope that I can bless you back. Okay. All right, Miss Angela. 9039. So now we're at, I think, 130. I think 9032. Okay. So, Miss Angela, where you at? Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Oh, you did? Okay. I'll check. See, Angela. Love question. What does this person feel about you since you've been separated for so long? Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll check for you. Oh, not. Oh, okay. Yeah, I already did your read. So that was a long time ago. That was at 12 minutes and 42 seconds. 12 minutes and 42 seconds. Yours was like one of the first ones. Okay, so Angela, let's tap into your reading. This person in question, how does this person feel about you since you've been separated for so long? Spirit asks for permission to tap into both parties' energies for the sake of providing clarity and guidance. For Angela, what does she need to know in regards to how this person feels about her since they've been separated? The star flipped out. The moon. The Four of Cups. The Six of Wands. The Six of Cups. Do you feel like this person has tried to kind of push themselves to move on due to the distance? Maybe this person kind of perceives that you're in a better place, or that you're just not in the same space maybe of availability that you once were with them. Like maybe your heart or your energy's not in the same open space as it used to, or like your energy, like you would want something higher, something better for yourself, if that makes sense. um which, I mean, not to say that that wouldn't be true, that you wouldn't want, better for yourself, but it's almost like whatever that better is, they feel like they don't fit into that. And I feel like they've tried to move on, maybe even kind of explore their options, or it's like if they did try to explore their options, it feels like it would be for the means of, you know, feeding their ego, not really looking for genuine connection. I do feel like this person feels that your connection was a genuine one. There could even be times where this person does think about, what you're up to, and maybe even if they should reconnect or just see what you're up to. I feel like there's times where this person does think about you. They do appreciate you and what you provided, what you gave in your connection. This person may feel that, they would have to kind of show up in a way where they feel proud of themselves, where they feel like they look good, and give something to you that they feel like maybe you deserve that they weren't able to. Maybe in reality they can't right now. No, it's okay. You're good, sis. You're welcome. Where maybe they even feel like they can't right now. They just feel like, that's a fantasy, or that's an idea. I would like to be in that position, but I can't. Um, This person is emotionally like withdrawn from deepening connections or being open to a romantic connection, maybe even dating. But I do feel like this person likes this attention, or if they do go out on a date, it's just, something to get their thrill, maybe, sexually, or just to make themselves feel better. But they're not seeking a connection right now. They're not seeking anything genuine, but that doesn't mean that this person has not thought about you. Let's see. Hangman at the top and Justice at the bottom. A lot of major arcanas. This person could be going through a lot of shifts and changes. They may have changed your perspective on maybe this connection, maybe how they treated you, or things that they may have felt like they could have done better. Um, this person is holding themselves to some sort of um, kind of like maybe they're judging themselves, like judging their own actions, their own behavior. You know what I mean? It's something that I do feel this person could feel like even they didn't appreciate you when they had a chance to. They feel like they were too focused on themselves. They were too, self-centered, or only thinking about what best suited them or how they felt, what they wanted. And looking back at the past, it's like, I wish I would have shown up a little bit better, a little bit more, or been more attentive, more loving, or more of a kinder person, or maybe a better friend to you. It's not, I don't feel like it's just romantically. I feel like this, like just being a better, like a good person to you in general. Yeah. Okay. All right. So your second question, why do so many people want to see me singing? Let's see. Interesting question. Let's see. Thank you, Divine Spirit. Ask for divine wisdom, truth, and clarity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Okay. This the lovers wanted to come out. Five of Cups. Nine of Pentacles was hiding beneath that. Seven of Cups. Two of Wands. Not sure if it's like literally that's what they're doing. These people, these neighbors, if that's literally it. More so than it is kind of just like um nosiness. Like there's something about your energy that may kind of appeal or attract to certain types of people, or just people in general. And it's not always a bad thing, but I do feel there is kind of like some low vibrational energy to some of these people. I'm getting just like energies of maybe being bored, kind of being depressed. Some of it is like attraction, but I'm not getting anything like that you should worry about. Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. I don't really feel like that's what's happening, what's going on. And I feel like Spirit does want you to shift your focus on giving the energy, the amount of energy that you've been giving to these particular people. Because I don't feel like there's anything that you need to necessarily worry about or think too deep into. Um, because there is a little bit of like some of this energy is kind of like you speculating, kind of reading into things, maybe some of how you feel or how you perceive these people in general is kind of giving you that. But there is some nosiness. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel that there is a nosy energy to this. People may be wanting to peek into your business, but again, it's like this is the type of people that they are. This is their energy. Not saying that it's right. There's no excuse for it per se, but it's like understanding who people are, right? Like why people do the things that they do. It's like, you know, I wouldn't say that it's something that you need to worry about, stress over, analyze too deeply. Definitely protect your energy. Um, I don't feel like there's anything like attached to you or energetically anybody doing anything towards you, energetically speaking. Okay. So you're good. But other than that, that is what I'm picking up. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. All right, Miss Violet and then Briana. Get your timestamp. 100 minutes. I think we're at 140 officially, I think. All right, Miss Violet, let's get your reading. And Angela, I hope that that message was helpful, gives you some peace of mind, some clarity. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Enjoy your Friday. Be safe, sis. Okay, so, oh, I dropped, knocked my rose quartz over. All right, Miss Violet, let's see. Miss Violet. I forgot to even look at your question. My bad. Hold on. Pull your question up. Make sure we got the right timestamp. Yeah, 140 minutes. We own it. Where's it at? What would this girl be jealous about you? What would this go? Well, let's see. Spirit, ask for permission to tap into both parties' energies. What does she need to know as far as this particular person's energy? Some stuff I'll be like, Spirit, I'm gonna let Spirit speak. I'm gonna remove myself. I'm not gonna say nothing. Good. It smell like a laundry detergent smell, like out of nowhere. Like, interesting. Okay, so oh god. Speaking of lurkers, now I'm gonna clear this off the table. Spirit be telling on people. I don't know if people be knowing, but Spirit be telling on people. I don't be asking these things. Spirit be telling on people. This isn't for you, Violet. Let me clear this up. All right. Spirit. Thank you. All right. Interesting. 9 of Wands did come back out though. Good. So I don't know if you peeped something about this person that would kind of ask you this type of question. But it could be something about like some sort of progression. Like this person might compare yourself, but it's funny because you both might, it's kind of like you guys might mirror each other. Like you compare yourself to this person to some degree, and they do the same to some degree. If anything, this person might kind of, be jealous of maybe a level of progression or something that they feel like you have the ability to change, that they feel like they don't or they haven't yet. Maybe they feel like you have the courage to do something that they haven't yet acquired, or they're still kind of like I still have to work at it, or I haven't gotten to that place yet, or I'm not comfortable yet to do that. There's some sort of like comparison, but it's almost like one and the same. So the truth, a lot of times when people are jealous of other people, it's typically because there's something to take from it that's like, you can do the same. Okay. You can do the same. You can be this person too, or you can achieve certain things too. Like it's not just exclusive to just one person, right? But it it does give like a, it's kind of, it's not really that heavy of an energy, any like dangerous energy. It's just kind of like a reflection. There's some sort of energy of progression versus stagnation. It's like either you take this path, this high road, you align yourself with what you want, or you stay stagnant, or you just don't move, like you're just not moving at all, right? So I'm not really getting a heavy energy that this person would be too jealous of anything in regards to you. Not saying like, you ain't doing that and for somebody to see you that way, but it's almost like, if anything, like honestly and truthfully, it would just be a little bit of comparison, which for some reason I feel like you both might do that. Or it could be an inquisitive, like this person could still, be inquisitive about you as well. Like, how do you, perceive? Like, are you looking at me sometimes? It's like it's an energy of like a mirror back to self. Does that make sense? I don't really get anything too heavy and malicious from this. Like, nothing too serious. It's almost like you guys have traits that could be very similar. Almost like you could probably see one another as like, oh, this is my evil twin, this is my good twin side. Or it's just like you guys have certain shadows and light attributes that maybe you admire, and then things that maybe you're just like, I don't resonate with that within this person. But nonetheless, it's a weird energy. To me, this feels like a mirror. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense and answers your question. So I'm not getting no like real hater vibes from this person towards you at all. I don't see that. I don't get it. All right. So, Briana, sis, you are last but not least on the list. All right, Miss Violet, I'm sending much love to you. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate y'all for vibing real late. I really do. So this is my last lady on the list. And timestamp is 46:53 or 1:46:53. Okay. All right. So let's see. Oop. Did you have like a specific question, or you just want to leave it open? Because I know you got the person's name, but I don't know if you want to leave it open. How you want to do it? How you wants to do this? Okay. All right. Let's clear out previous energies. Messages. Thank you, Spirit, for your divine wisdom, truth, and clarity. Thank you for your divine wisdom, truth, and clarity. And her person in question asked for permission to tap into both parties' energies in regards to their connection and what. Oop, this ain't trying to go back in. I was like, this would not go in. Okay. Okay, Queen of Swords, Four of Swords. Okay. Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, the Hierophant. So I feel like this person, he might feel like a little tested by you right now. Like you're heavily like checking him out, yeah, there is this energy where he feels like he's under surveillance a little bit. He might feel intimidated by that a little bit. Like it does, he wants to ensure you or kind of prove to you that he's in good graces. So he might be kind of like when he's not around you or when he's in his solitude or maybe literally right before he goes to bed, like he does. If you guys talk late at night or something, like that last phone call, that last text message or FaceTime or whatever, after that conversation, he does sit and reflect on the conversation. He does sit with himself. He might meditate of like, did I say something wrong? Is it something that I'm putting out there? Is it something about my energy maybe something I said, how I'm doing things? Like, what is it that I'm projecting? Because I feel like this person does he does think about like in the far future, or at least he reflects and meditates on like a happy foundation or relationship with you. He might be trying to come up with an idea or a plan on how to execute that and make it happen in some kind of way that he feels like he needs to. It might be something new to him. It's not something that he would ever do or has ever done. It's kind of like this new thing. Like, this is new to me. I'm going to step out. I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it. But it's with optimism. I don't feel like this person is discouraged. I don't feel like this person feels like giving up, or he's pushed back in a corner. But it does kind of make him inner reflect, makes him kind of like check his own self, or like self regulate. But it's nothing, I don't feel like it's anything literally that he's doing. So like when he goes into those moments of self reflection, it's kind of like he thinks about, okay, well, how can I improve the relationship? How can I improve it where we're both happy, or where we're both in this environment or the situation, or where we're emotionally like content and happy, where everybody's good. um so it might be a little bit of plan of action on how to do that. And in his mind, it's like doing something that he's never done in a way, where it's like he's actually excited, or he's open, or he looks forward to. So it's not a deterring energy, if that's the right word. Like, it's not something that's making him like want to like pull back, or makes him want to run or hide. It actually motivates him to like make things better, but it's like an optimism behind it, if that makes sense. um 4 cups at the bottom, or at the top, and the Hierophant at the bottom. So he's not interested in anybody else. I don't feel like he's looking. Yeah, he's not looking for anybody. He's not looking for somebody outside, or I don't get that's even his energy. I'm not getting that. Let's see. I want to clarify this Page of Wands. Let's see. Spirit. Yeah, because he could have been like the type in the past, like when he was young, but it was like something that he was taught, something that he thought was like, okay, this is normal, like talking to multiple girls. And it's like this little young play, but this is like youth. This is when I was real young, like if not in high school or straight out of high school, this is young. But the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant, his his plan or his desire, like what he feels optimistic about, is proving to you that he's serious, that he wants to build. I feel like he wants to learn, like, okay, what's the proper way to invest in something serious or somebody serious. Like, this might be something new to him and he's just learning, but there's a willingness to learn. Like, there's a desire to, do better, or to make the situation or the connection better, or to make sure that he's showing up, as a good person, as a good man, or, it gives that, but it's still this newness. Like, I've never done this. I've never maybe been this before, if that makes sense. Like, I've never been this person before. Yeah, but other than that, yeah. He does want you to be like, how can I make you feel secure and safe with what we have? Or like to show you that it's worth the investment, like, or to ensure that it's okay to invest in this. That's what this is giving. So yeah, I mean, both of you maybe, cut yourselves a little bit of slack. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Goodness, y'all. I'm like, my back is burning, child. I don't know. I be sitting crazy. I know. Yeah. Well, at least it's 2 months. Some people don't make it past. 2 months. Shit. Some people be like showing their asses week 3, week 1. Shoot, you know? Some people don't make it past 2 months. But some people say you gotta give it a year. Damn. But I say it's all about like the flow, what feels right, I guess. All right. Well, that's your reading. I know. I think it's the way I sit too. Like it hurts. Yeah, you're welcome, sis. I appreciate you too. Thank you. Love you. I appreciate everybody for coming on, donating. I appreciate lots and lots, a load of lots. I will see you guys for the Ghetto Fairy Friday. If y'all want to pop up and show out, I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, so till the next one, y'all. I'll catch you guys on the flip side of things. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Y'all have a great rest of your night or day, evening, wherever you guys are in the world. And until next time, peace.